Alrighty, so today we have some fun stuff to talk about, and the first thing is going to be the part one banner format, right? Just sort of what's going to be happening, and we have a pretty reputable source here with I Seriously saying that it's going to be Dokkan Festival X Carnival for the banner format for part one. So originally I was going to come on here and do like a dual Dokkan Fest for my banner predictions, but now we have a bit of a, like I said, a bit of an update with it being Dokkan Festival X Carnival. So this means actually quite a bit, because now you sort of can see that things may look a little bit different in terms of how the theme could be, because a lot of it could just kind of be chalked up to like it's going to be full on future, you know, part two is going to be like the androids and Trunks, or it's going to be like some sort of future Gohan deal, or like sort of Hope, right? So those are kind of like options there, but now we kind of can see that I think this opens up the door for it to be something a little bit different because of the way that the theme was, right? Talking about breaking through, that's what they called the theme. So with that being said, now that we know it's Dokkan Festival X Carnival, what I want to do is predict who I think is going to be on the banners. Now, it was kind of tough to find a frame of reference because we've never had a GDC before. So what I did was I pulled up the anniversary banners to sort of give us a frame of reference, because the anniversary is what they're basically calling this, right? Where it's like, this is an anniversary level celebration. So first and foremost, I guess let's get started with who I think the Dokkan Fest is going to be. And more than likely, I would imagine it's probably going to be the Blue Boys, right? The non-fusing Vegito. And so I have the Vegito banner pulled up right here, but that's not really too important. What is important is just showing the characters that are on this. Now, obviously this banner is not going to look the same by any means, but what we're really hoping for part one is some combination of these two banners right here, and we have like some of the best characters in the game on both of these. Now, this is actually like a really tricky banner to predict because of the fact that this has never been done before, right? We have not had a GDC before. But for the sake of part one, what I'm going to be saying, I believe that Vegito will be rerunning on this banner, the 10th anniversary Tech Vegito right here. I think that there is a decent chance that he does end up returning, because this is the anniversary LR return slot during Tanabata for JP Dokkan. So I think this is going to be a good opportunity for them to be making their return. So that's going to be the first 3 units of the banner here, where you can see my cursor. This banner unit is going to be whoever the banner unit is for the Vegito banner, you know, in the realm of Trunks, Mai, right? Something like that. It could be like, there's so many different options, right? For future, it really could be, it could be like a Yajirobe or something, right? Like it really could be anything from that arc. Maybe like a sweater Trunks again, who knows? And like, that's just what the banner unit's going to be right here. Then this is going to be the Goku and Vegeta, obviously. And then this is going to be the Tech Vegito in this spot. And then we kind of have to fill out the rest, right? Because as you can see, there are 6 more featured LRs on this banner, because this is probably the format that they're going to go with. So it wouldn't surprise me one bit if a lot of this kind of just shuffled down a spot, right? Where we see the movie trio still on here. I could easily see the old Blue Boys being on the banner just to troll people. Maybe Fusion Zamasu, the tech one, would be in this spot, right? The 8th year anniversary LRs, the 7th year anniversary LRs could still easily find their way onto this banner with the worldwide download celebration. Maybe this could be like LR Cooler or something. It's really tough to sort of put everything together right now. But one thing that I would not be surprised about one bit is if we go over here to Future Saga, I definitely could see a certain LR being on here, and I'm sure a lot of you guys know where I'm going with this, and that is going to be our boys Trunks and Vegeta. I think that they probably are going to end up on one of the banners, probably during part one, maybe during part two, but if they do find their way onto this banner, then that is a pretty good sign that they're going to be getting their EZA. Because again, they are coming up on 3. They're going to be 3 years old. They actually are 3 years old now on the JP release, because they came out in the end of June of 2022. So they are now 3 years old. So definitely could be EZA'd for sure. That window is now open for them, and it wouldn't surprise me one bit if they're on this banner, so to speak, and we end up seeing them on here. So that's kind of like where I'm at right now, where we have Vegito, like the Super Saiyan trio, Trunks, Vegeta, right? I think Broly could easily be on here, right? Previous, maybe like Super Saiyan 4 Goku might find his way on the banner. It's kind of all over the place right now. And it's really tough to sort of nail this one down because we don't have, like I said, a frame of reference that we've had before, where if this was just Tanabata, I guess I could pull up the Tanabata from last year, the Tanabata banner, excuse me, and that would sort of help us out a bit for like what we're looking for. But it is just tricky to sort of nail it down, like, because typically with this stuff, you can sort of like put your eye on it and be like, yeah, that's probably how it's going to go. But this year, I think it's just almost impossible to do that just because of the way that they've formatted it, where everything is shuffled, right? So there is not another banner I can look at. But if we look at this banner right here, it's just like, what do we have? Do we want Boo Tanks on this banner? No. Do we want STR Vegito on this banner? No. Do we want the Go Bros on this banner? No. I don't think people would be opposed to Tech UI on the banner, but the issue with that is if we go to the most recent page, he is featured on this right now, this nonsense Radiant Summer thing. I only summoned on this on 0 to Hero because I literally have nothing, but otherwise, like, I would, there's just nothing to be gained from this banner at all, but that's not really what we're here for. So again, this is what would make me think that Tech UI would not be on this banner. And I would probably say that there's a decent chance that he just won't be here, despite him technically being like a year old with this banner right here. Like, if he was on here, I wouldn't be like extremely shocked. Like, there's no way they did that. But again, it's like, they just gave him new orbs. They put him on a bait banner. I just don't think it's a guarantee that he's going to be here. So it's tough. I'm having some trouble, like, kind of piecing this one together, just kind of looking at it for the Dokkan Festival side of things. But for the sake of discussion, so we can move on to the carnival, I think this is going to be whatever the banner unit's going to be. This is the Blue Boys right here. I think Tech Vegito is going to go right to this spot. I could see this being the movie trio or Int Broly. I think this is probably going to be shuffled down a bit. This could be like Beast Gohan 9th anniversary Broly, right? And then we just kind of are moving everything down, like Tech Fusion Zamasu, maybe the GT duo or the Super Saiyan duo. Then maybe like previous year's Worldwide Download Celebration characters where we have like Cooler, potentially like AGLUI Goku, and then like it's tough, right? It really is tough. Then maybe this Namek Goku finds his way down there as well. So really valuable banner if the top 4 is like Blue Boys, Vegito, Movie Trio, and or Int Broly. Like, that's a really good start. And if Trunks and Vegeta would be where this character is. So like right off the bat, really good if we have like 7-year EZAs on these banners, right? 8-year EZA, the 8-year LR characters are going to be some hot commodities because they're going to be getting their EZAs during the 11th anniversary, which is gonna, like, it seems far away, but it's gonna creep right up on us in like 6 months, basically. So that's what I'm thinking for the Dokkan Fest. Now, carnivals, because this is going to be part 1. This is a very tricky one to nail down, but I think that like the overall foundation shouldn't be too hard to nail, right? Because we know who some of the featured LRs should be, and that is going to make this a little bit easier to sort of deduce. So looking at this now, we know, allegedly, assuming there is no crazy fake out and there ends up being a double LR on here, I feel like if they had a third LR, they would show it. I don't really see a reason to hide that, but we're going to go with into this assuming that it's just a regular carnival banner for a legend, like a big celebration like this. So there's going to be 10 featured LRs just like this. It's just not going to be 2 characters on here, so they're not going to be calling it a top legendary summon. It's just going to be a legendary summon. So first and foremost, we're going to pretend that Goku and Frieza are the new Goku Black and Zamasu. And I do still think that it's going to be one of the obviously one of the carnivals from the anniversary. It could be really 2 of them, right? Because we have 6 to rerun. So yeah, it needs to be 2 of them. I think that in the first part, it'll be Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, probably in these 3 spots right here with the Goku Black and Zamasu. And then we kind of just shuffle down the board a bit, right? Tech Broly or who was the other carnival? It was the Family Kamehameha Gohan, right? Being in that spot, and then we kind of move this 9th anniversary LR down, so this could be Gogeta or the Gammas in this spot. Maybe from the previous Worldwide Download Celebration from the Future Saga, it could be Future Gohan or Trunks where Kai Goku is, and then Kai Goku would move down to where our boy Birdku is, right? Even though Birdku, he's also creeping up on an EZA as well. He's almost 3 years old at this point. Now, when it comes to the 3 unfeatured LRs over here, featured LRs, but like not really related to something here. This is where it actually does get a little of a bit tricky to figure out, but I do think that the first one, do I still have, yeah, I do. So if we go to Future Saga, again, you guys probably know where I'm going with this. It's going to be our boy right here. Fusion Zamasu, right? This would be a perfect linking partner for the new character, right? The Goku Black and Zamasu. So I could easily see him being where Kaioken Goku is. And then maybe they throw like grade 8 Vegeta in here. And then there just has to be some fodder in this spot. So it'd probably be Tech Goku Black and Zamasu in this spot. Again, just to mess with you if you pulled them. So that is probably what I'm thinking for the top, for the carnival, right? New character right here, and then 2 9th anniversary carnivals, or 10th anniversary carnivals, whoever those may be. Then we move one of the Broly movie carnivals to this spot. Then it's going to be one of the 9th anniversary carnivals here, Worldwide Download Celebration 2023, where he is, and then an 8th anniversary carnival right here for the carnival featured LRs. Then we have Fusion Zamasu, some random LR that we don't really know yet, Goku Black and Zamasu, and that basically rounds it out, right? And then finish this up. This one is way trickier to produce or to predict, but basically it's just a combination of Worldwide Download Celebration and Anniversary LRs. So assuming that these new characters are number 1 and number 2 in the game, or at least both top 5, then these are going to be very good value banners for you to summon on. So let me know down below what you guys think. Who do you think is going to be on the banners? Did I miss anything too crazy? All of that fun stuff in the comment section below. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you are new. Happy 4th of July for my American viewers out there. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.